Hello guys, and welcome to the podcast. We're finally here, aren't we?
Yeah, it's been a while.
long time waiting, but
Yeah.
we're finally here.
Yeah, it's been, a month in the works by now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
It's been an eventful day.
A very, very eventful day.
Switching houses and stuff. Now we're stuck in a man cave surrounded by old consoles
I just like how we were first planning it out, going to Ollie's house, and it was like. It was funny because Ollie was like, yeah, it's fine, I've got Wi-Fi in the man cave. And we get there, it's literally like a homeless shack.
It smells like cancer, and it's got a not working treadmill.
I haven't been down there in 4 months, alright?
Yeah, you haven't been down there in 4
Also,
months. It's still
a
awful.
single Ethernet cable and some sort of extension cable tower. Theo then decided it'd be a good idea to install all the software while we were there, instead of checking that he didn't need to use an administrator password, which he did. So now we're sat in my house,
in your shed, in your garden,
sitting around a microphone with my laptop recording.
One singular microphone. So if we're quiet at any time, that's why.
Yeah.
Right. So, the podcast. It started out in a interesting maths lesson where Ollie was like, you know what? It'd be fun to do a podcast. And I was like,
We realised,
Yeah.
we were sat there, we were like, you know what? We are good at talking. We get told off every lesson for just talking, and it's not like we realise that's the thing. It comes naturally to us. It feels like, as a free, we could talk for hours and it sounds
we clicked.
good.
Yeah. Because we can talk for hours and it'd be fine. But, so, yeah, and so we said, yeah, it'd be fun to do a podcast. The idea went to rest for a solid 2 weeks. And then we consulted Theo about it, and Theo jumped on board.
Yeah.
And then he actually started getting serious.
Oh. It was funny because I remember we were standing outside the canteen at school, and you two were talking about it, and you came up to me like, Ollie said to me, yeah, by the way, me and Charlie are doing a podcast. I was like, I'm gonna do it, and I was like, let me join in, and they're like, yeah, sure.
Just put yourself into it. We're like, I mean, yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
So then a day later he comes into science and he goes, I found a microphone. And we went, oh, you're serious?
And now we're here.
Yeah.
Sitting on a rug.
Surrounded
by one microphone. Sadly, the other two didn't work because USB ports suck.
We didn't think this through on the day. That's the problem.
Yeah, but next time,
we'll be more prepared.
Yeah, we'll be more prepared. We'll have all the mics working.
It'll be better quality because right now we're not expecting much.
No, this is episode 1.
It's gonna be
somewhere down the line we might even record it.
Yeah. It's
video.
Yeah.
So.
It's. I tell you, when you said that you had a man cave, the idea I had in my head, really nice.
Some sort of clubhouse,
no.
Not an empty room with a computer in the in the corner, a singular Ethernet
machine.
cable, and a broken running machine,
and a floor that isn't stuck to the ground,
and a cancer smell.
Listen, okay.
It smells like the tuberculosis ward in Royal Berks.
It's bigger than this room. It's just not nicer.
It's literally like a 1-star hotel in downtown Baghdad. It's absolutely awful.
No, it looks like those the high end apartments at the top of buildings, and they're like a singular toilet in the middle of the room. It's just empty, concrete floor and all.
It could be worse.
To be fair, we could be recording in a crack den right now.
The idea I had was
a lot nicer than what happened.
When Ollie said he had a man cave, he made it out to sound really nice.
I didn't know.
No, because I think the initial thing he said was a games room.
Yeah,
that was the initial thing you said.
No,
you were like, oh, I've got this games room in my house. It's it's really nice. I was expecting really nice sort of chilled out vibe with a nice sort of velvet maroon coloured carpet on the floor.
Yeah, silk dressing gowns on the walls.
Yeah, like a pool table,
leather chairs.
I was expecting it to be mint.
No, it was the tuberculosis ward.
I got there, it literally looked like you've been housing about 4 homeless people in it for a month.
And to be fair, it smelt like a homeless orgy.
It was awful. It was absolutely awful.
And then we had the trouble of internet. Ollie was like, "Yeah, I got internet down there." So then we had to unplug the router from his house, take it down, then realised there was no bandwidth, so we couldn't do it anyway.
Basically,
So then we went back up to his
You don't know
room.
what that means. It didn't work.
We went back up to his room and sat around for a while,
Contemplating
existence.
I was like, you know what? Let me just download the stuff. And Charlie was like, you haven't downloaded it already. I was like, no. And you're like, you probably should have done that before we got here.
Yeah. Then he needed an admin password, of which he didn't have. So then I was on a phone call for about 15 minutes trying to convince my parents to let us down here. And so, seeing as we are down here, you can tell it's successful.
What was your dad in the middle of? Because in the car,
Fortnite.
yeah, your dad was like, I'm in the middle of a Fortnite game. Charlie's dad plays Fortnite, and he's a legend. But your dad's an intimidating man.
Oh, he is. You should see him playing Fortnite. He's like proper
I do not want
intense.
to see
It's
your dad
intense.
rage.
No, you really don't.
Your dad's playing Fortnite. Your mum comes up. She's like, "Oh, honey, would you like a glass of wine?" He just shouts. He goes, "No," as loud.
Get out!
As loud as he can.
I'm second place.
Yeah. There's another guy left.
It's not good enough.
I want 11 kills.
19 kills.
Yeah.
Right.
Back to
What
I was,
we're actually supposed to be discussing.
Yeah.
So, first episode, we're going to be focusing on a topic that's special to us in particular, and that's the rise and fall of HTGaming. Now, HTGaming, also known as BigTurk, is one of the biggest YouTube celebrities on the platform. If you have no idea who he is, he's king of such parodies such as Sorryard. It's so good. He also has the parody Jake Paul is a bad word. I want my money.
I want to claim the money that you give me. I don't want to be demonetized.
His channel is home to 300 subscribers.
HD, if you're watching this, please don't privacy strike us. Please. I need money.
I need to earn money off this.
Right.
No harm.
We're just promoting your channel. Right. So
There'll be a link in the description.
Yeah,
there will be.
first link in the description, HTGaming.
And BigTurk.
And yeah, Big
Check him out, guys. So
if you speak Turkish.
yeah, if you speak Turkish, you'll be fine. So now we're going to listen to his most famous song, Sidemen Diss Track, aka Sorryard. Now, don't ask me how I got this black voodoo stuff. So here we go.
Released on 7th of October
2019. It's a re-upload.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I got it. I have my means.
This is from the earlier HD game.
Just ask the FBI.
Illegally pirated. I pirate HTGaming songs.
Some man downloaded these videos and re-uploaded them. That's how much
He downloaded them for a later date.
That's how much HD gaming means to the public.
Right. So now we're gonna play the song. We're gonna listen to it again because to refresh our memory, it's been a while. This masterpiece was uploaded back in last year or the year before?
2017.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolute masterpiece.
I wasn't
HTGaming is my man crush.
I wasn't at the
Easily.
school with you at this time.
Yeah, exactly.
I got here. I think it was like the second day. Someone was like, "Oh, you know Hussein?" I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Have you seen his YouTube?" I was like, "No." But yeah, we're gonna listen to the song.
Right, here we go. It's 1 minute 49. So
Strap
we're gonna
in
play it. Yeah, strap in for an experience.
We're just gonna let it play, then we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
after.
here we go. Oh, come on, please load. This is the moment where it all comes crashing down. Here we go.
Turkey's my city. Ethan, also knows the guy who eats too much. Whatever he sees, he goes munch, munch, munch. He also can't stop looking at his dog's crutch. I mean Emily, sorry. Next we got Josh, also known as Zebra. Oh sorry, I mean Zerka. The reason why you're a zebra is because you're black and white. Wait, don't...
First thing, bars!
That is possibly the best song I've heard at the start of 2020. That's gonna dominate every other song.
That's got to be number one on the charts.
You don't know who this song is about. It's about the Sidemen. They're a group of like 25-year-old men that make weird videos online.
Remember absolute gangster lad, Mini Minter?
Yeah.
I know you were thinking, JJ? Nah. Mini Minter could easily, one punch, knock him out. JJ's gone. Mini Minter, you know? top of the charts, best boxer.
The
I mean, have you seen those arms? No, I'm joking. The best boxer in the world is clearly Tom Horsley, let's be honest. Have you seen those arms?
It does not look like a sandal.
He is my second man crush. First it's HTGaming, and then it's Tom Horsley.
I
Yeah,
don't- I
but,
don't blame you.
30 seconds in, I'm getting good vibes. I
Yeah,
am
no.
getting good vibes.
Absolute bars.
We're
He's
gonna-
chosen a beat I've heard before.
But the
Doesn't mean I dislike it.
the lyrics complements
Yeah.
the beat amazingly.
Alright, Gordon Ramsay.
the lyrics it's
They
just
compliment it so well.
it's great. Right.
Right,
We're gonna
so
carry on.
we're going to carry on now.
Talking. Why can't you keep up the media? So all you do is sticking out KSI's car. Next we got Simon, also known as Slender. Oh sorry.
Are you dissing my man Mini Minter? HT, what did I say? Mini Minter will knock you out in one punch. You get in the ring with Mini Minter, you've got a death wish.
Frankly, any of the people you're talking about will knock you out.
Especially Vic Star.
Fix that one. Just be careful. You better not go for Captain Sparkle's blood. Seriously, that's a death wish.
Oh, Captain Sparkle's in the Sidemen, imagine.
Oh my god. Right, so we're going to carry on now. Here we go.
I mean minimum. Anyway, when you created the beef on Twitter, you should actually put some meat on before you like people with a filler. Now we got Toby, also known as Toe Jizzle. I feel really bad for you, not only because you're master, because you're the only one who has not done a reply. Then we got Big with his mind raw.
Sorry, you guys can't see this, but the lip sync is so out. like so unbelievably out. It's like easily 1.5 seconds of just pause time before the
It's
lyrics come in.
absolutely-
Can we also appreciate Sonny in this music video?
He keeps
Yeah.
hiding and we
Sonny,
keep...
if you're watching, mad.
Seriously.
I will.
It's like a Where's Wally
We'll
book.
put the link to it, and
We
you
will
can, you
put
can
the
see
link.
for yourself.
Yeah, easily. It's... You've got to watch this
It's
guy.
something else. It's not just an audio experience. It's you
It's
have
a
to watch
visual
it, yeah.
journey. I'm so sad that when he went to his newer songs, like You Don't Want to Lie and Sorrow King, he got rid of the music videos.
Yeah.
That was really depressing.
Yeah, the music videos would definitely be a lot better.
Yeah,
if,
yeah. So here we go. We're going to carry on now.
Dick. No wonder. It's the smallest thing.
Right, I'm sorry. He said a bad word. I'm
He said
going to
a
have
very
to...
bad word.
I'm sorry about that. He said a
Also,
bad word.
To comment on that, he did steal that line.
Yeah,
He
he
stole that from.
he straight up just
Yeah.
nicked that, nicked the lyric of
I
someone
mean, I'm
else.
pretty sure the entirety of the song is like another song but mixed around and
Yeah.
different names put in there.
Yeah,
So, alright,
a bit like-
not to diss you, HT, but like, get some originality.
it's a bit like when you haven't done the homework. You ask your friend, "Oh, can I have the homework?" It's like, "Yeah, just change it up a bit." You change like 3 words, and
And the
just
teacher's like, "Did you copy this?" And you're like, "No." And you're like, "All right, fair enough."
Let you off this
I'm
time.
gonna carry on.
Right, so we're gonna carry on now. We're 1 minute in, 49 seconds to go.
Fiddles with. Sorry, that verse was too short. Now finally, we got right to shore. I'm the one who called KSI and Deji retard. Let's see you as an actual retard. You beat Deji. Deji actually was good content.
As you can see, HT in this bar is portraying Deji as the Lord and Saviour.
Can I just
Can't
ask-
blame him.
What was he saying?
Oh, I don't know. I think
I
it's
don't know if it was
bordering
just
mumble
me.
rapping.
Yeah. I don't know if it was just me. I couldn't hear. I generally.
I
couldn't
heard
hear.
something. I heard something about KSI and something about Deji. I don't know. Right. So I'm gonna try and get this into post, but there's this photo on HD's Instagram of him meeting Deji's dad, and it is a golden photo. It is absolutely
I've not
golden.
seen that.
It is so good.
Wait, because they met Deji's dad.
Yeah,
I've
he met
never
Deji
seen
and Deji's dad.
I've never seen this.
Yeah, it's
I
on his
need
Instagram.
Deji is KSI's brother. For
Deji, if you're watching
to
this,
reference him.
if you're watching this, you need to do a rematch with Jake Paul, but they need to give you a Glock, then it'll be a fair fight. Definitely. A handgun of some
I
description.
think he'd still lose.
So some weapon.
Right, so 113. Right, here we go.
Also, as an actual brand. But where is your? When you say KSI left the channel, you left because he was sad. But you left because your favourite logo got updated. As KSI said, flick all the packs. Deji did it too, but it was called entertainment. Something you didn't know.
That was a sick diss.
What? Yeah.
He talked about how I don't remember who he was dissing, but their videos aren't entertaining. When he said entertainment, he didn't put up the quotation marks, but I think it deserved it.
It's like the English essay where you get to the end and you realise you've written about everything good, so you just kind of speak.
Yeah.
You
You
waffle
just sort of-
for another hour.
Yeah, you
Pure
mumble.
waffle,
Yeah,
yeah.
you mumble and waffle until you get past like the 300 word limit, and you're like, I can rest.
I can relax. And the invigilator just gives you a little bit of a look.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, calm down, sorry.
My only one, when I'm in an exam and I finish, I just drop my pen as loud as I can. Got to make a point out of it.
No, what I do is I get the sheet and I just like smack it onto the table. I flip over the paper and just, smack it onto the table so everybody knows I'm done.
just hit the table as hard as I can. They know I'm done.
I did that in the German and French exam in year 9, and somebody just looked at me with a really angry look in their
Give you
eyes.
horrible stares.
Imagine this
Yeah.
German. Ow. Anyways,
I'm gonna carry on
we're
with
going
the
to
rest of the
finish it
video.
now. There's literally
Right.
10 seconds left.
Right, here we go.
So, all you want is money. Anyway, when I searched your channel, spelled your name wrong. I wrote WS2. Then I saw loads of people wrote it too. Damn, Harry, why did you forget your channel name?
Right, reviews.
I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first.
Take it.
So,
take this one.
I thought some of those bars were absolutely phenomenal. Honestly, like, you know how I thought Eminem was like the human dictionary? No, it's Hussein.
Can we just take Rap God off its platform?
Yeah.
There's a new contender in town.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought, it had good beat, had good flow.
Yeah.
The flow was at times dipping in and out of
Yeah, I know.
out of okay.
But Sonny's cameos more than filled
They
in.
made up for it, yeah.
Sonny's cameos are great in this. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I'd say about
There you go, Ollie.
Right, well, a few things to say on this one. I thought he could have maybe spoke up a bit. I think, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I feel like he could have been a bit louder, maybe a bit more clear with what he said. But apart from that, yeah, you know what? It's a very good first song from Hussein.
Yeah.
Very strong contender. Right, I have probably one word that can define this whole song, and that's just bars.
Yeah, absolute
Bars.
Mad.
Bro, he definitely got taught by the legends like Jake Paul, Logan Paul. That's where he got his bars from.
But just think about it. If we've had that all the way back in 2017, what's we're getting in
next?
2020?
Exactly.
What-
What's next on the calendar?
I can't wait.
We need to have a look. Right. So overall, HT, we give it a 15 out of 10. Definitely masterpiece. IGN would play again.
IGN, move out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. Your review scores are rubbish. Sharp. Right. So we're going to talk about HT a little bit more. Now,
A few more songs to show you.
yeah, we've got a few more. So after the masterpiece known as the Sidemen diss track, he took a bit of a break from songwriting. Took a bit of a break.
Respect to him.
And then he knows how to respect the grind. He respects the grind. With his
Respects the grind.
Yeah.
This is a man of many talents.
exactly. I mean, have you guys seen his vines? He's done
Vines.
170 of them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, seriously.
Like Hussein?
Yeah.
On his channel.
They're on his
I've
channel.
never seen his
Right.
Vines.
Obviously,
So-
Vine is dead. You
so
can't
after-
find him on that.
So after the absolute masterpiece, when we thought you couldn't top it, Gucci Gang came out. Gucci Gang was a cultural phenomenon.
Gucci Gang rocked the world.
It did.
It
But
put
then
every artist in its place.
But then Hussein, HT, stole his thunder.
Oh,
Stole his
yeah.
thunder. Releasing Sorry Hard official song. My God, this one. This is it, boys. Right, so we're gonna play it right from the beginning. It's 1 minute and 41 seconds. We will pause it and talk about it. So yeah,
Just a fun game for you. Count how many times he says sorry hard.
yeah. Take a shot every time he says sorry hard.
No, we do not.
You will be
condone
dead.
If you're underage, just drink some like straight Robini. You'll
apple
probably have
juice, apple
diabetes.
juice.
Just drink some unfiltered squash.
Right. Anyway, we're
You'll
gonna
probably
play this
die.
song. We're gonna play this song.
Right, so here we go. Starting now. Right, first of all, starting strong with that beat. You know,
Yeah,
starting strong with that piano riff.
It's like it's got a very futuristic sound to it.
Yeah, I like his BMW in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Pretty good flex, I know.
Yeah.
I'm not rich
Wish I
enough
had
to
a
own a BMW.
BMW,
Oh, guys, right, I'm really sorry about this one, but I'm going to have to put this in advance. Explicit content in this song.
Yeah, there might be a few.
If there is a
As long
bad
as-
word,
As long as we're not the ones saying it, it's alright.
it's alright. Susan,
Susan,
don't kill me!
Susan Wojcicki,
Yeah.
don't kill me.
The Susan bot will detect us in 0.3 seconds. Unless the video's just too long.
She's going to take our 5p away.
Oh no! We're going to split that 3 ways. Cut it into thirds. Right, so... I'm sorry. Right, so here we go, carrying on.
Sorry, Ad. Yeah. Sorry, Ad. Yeah. Sorry, Ad. 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 I say sorry, Ad, all day. My teachers tell me off all day. Sorry, Ad is my sentence. My friends hate me when I say it. I spend 10 racks a fortnight.
Here you can see this bar was describing how ultimately rich HT is.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
We're having some weather issues.
So it's describing how rich Hussein is by saying he spent 10 racks on Fortnite. If you guys know the game Fortnite, popular game popularized by Tyler Ninja Fortnite Blevins, aka Blue Hair Funny Man. If you know, he released 2 books recently.
Top comedian.
One was his
Did he actually?
yeah, one was his Get Good, My Guide to Gaming. The other one was a graphic novel.
Was
Yeah.
it actually?
It was like a comic book
You
where
can- you
Ninja
can-
says
yeah.
noob and says the CRAP word.
Yeah.
And that's
Oh,
not good.
No.
You can find very good reviews of them over on the Pyro Cynical channel.
Yeah,
I
sub to
recommend you
Pyro.
go over
He's
there,
pretty
yeah.
good. Yeah. Right, we're carrying on now. 31 seconds in.
Can I just say before we play that?
Yeah.
He says he spends 10 racks a fortnight. How much money does this guy have?
Bro, if you
He
look at the
has a
thumbnail,
BMW.
if you
He
look at
owns
the
a
thumbnail,
BMW.
do you see how many racks he's holding there?
He's got a Supreme hoodie on.
And he's got a Louis Vuitton backpack.
Man,
He's got a Louis backpack.
I'm lost for
What
words.
a gangster.
I'm lost for words. Anyway, we're gonna carry on with
How
the
mady
song.
drugs did he sell to get that?
Let's not go there.
I'm joking, don't kill me.
Sorry, Ad. 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 I say sorry, Ad, all day. My teachers tell me off all day. Sorry, Ad is my sentence. My friends hate me when I.
Now you could see Hussein was copywriting the phrase "sorryard." We're waiting to see if that actually went through.
He's
Yeah.
I've
He
used
did
that before
the same
and
line
didn't get
twice.
captured by some big muscular bodyguard with a Glock in his jacket.
No, one thing I would like to add. He says his teachers tell him off all day. He's a troublemaker.
Bro, he's probably on report like
He's a
every day.
bad lad.
HTGaming.
He's starting trouble.
The first word when you hear those lines are just absolute roadman. Like,
respect.
yeah,
Respect.
He's got street smarts.
Like, respect the drip. Right, we're carrying on now.
Say it. I spend 10 racks a fortnight. Sorry, Ad. Sorry, Ad. Sorry, Ad. She said she wanted to chill. I said stay there still. She said her parents are home. I said I'll be yours too.
Hussein, sorry mate, you're underage. Hate to break it to you, but you're underage.
You're lucky no one's found this song yet.
Yeah.
We might be about to expose you.
Yeah, it's only got 26 views, so let's be...
This is just on the re-uploaded version.
Yeah,
The other one had
he had to
many
delete
more.
it after... no, we're going to go into why he deleted all his songs off his official channel later.
Yeah.
But right now, we're going to carry on with the song.
All you haters suck my.
We
No,
didn't
to be
have
fair,
to censor that.
we didn't have to censor. He
Hussein,
sent,
I respect it.
He-
Thank you.
he censored it out himself. That is.
You didn't censor out the underage sex part, but you censored out the bad word.
Well done.
So I respect the drip.
Respect the drip.
Right, so we're gonna carry on now.
All you lowlights, you are pricks. Just got a DM.
Come on, man.
We
Right
are,
afterwards.
we are so sorry in advance. Lot of bad words.
I'm so sorry, guys, but you didn't censor out that one.
If you're under the age of 6 and watching this, we apologise.
Seriously, we don't mean it. Sorry. Right, we're gonna carry on. We've got 40 seconds remaining. 40 seconds of this ultimate masterpiece.
This is absolute
This is
golden.
groundbreaking.
Yeah, exactly.
This is setting new levels in media and music.
This was like when Skyrim came out. Absolute groundbreaking.
As if you remember that.
I
I do actually.
Actually,
On
I
my
have
iPhone X. Guess what it is? It's a mobile chick. Sorry, sorry, I say sorry all day. My teachers tell me off all day. Sorry is my sentence. My friends hate me when I say it. I spend 10 racks a fortnight. Sorry. I say sorry all day. My teachers tell me off all day. Sorry is my sentence. My friends hate me when I say it. I spend 10 racks a fortnight. Sorry.
Now that's the end of the song.
one thing I would I if you don't mind, I will go first.
Yep, go ahead.
Again.
Critiquing the song. So one thing I would like to say, he says that his friends hate him when he says sorry hard. He doesn't need friends. He's got all this money. He spends 10 racks a fortnight on Fortnite.
He could buy friends.
He could buy anything he wants. He doesn't need friends when you have that much money. Honestly.
Wait a minute, that looks like that's okay. Weird thing to send someone. All right.
He has a.
There is no code.
He has enough money to buy whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He can buy friends. It's fine.
I'm gonna rate it.
He's richer than Charlie. That's saying something.
9.5 out of 10.
All right.
That was quite solid.
Charlie, you can go next.
I'm gonna say he came out solid. It was a good parody. A good parody overdoes the original song. Like Revenge by Captain Sparkles.
Oh yeah.
God song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It outdoes the original.
Yeah, definitely.
Just like Sorry Hard.
Sorry Hard.
Now Sorry Hard, it's a lyrical masterpiece, but because he had to cut some corners on the budget, he couldn't afford a music video, which is really surprising because he probably spent all his money on Fortnite. That's probably why he couldn't afford it.
And
why he also couldn't afford paid actor number 444, Sonny. So, HD, I'm begging you, make a music video.
Yeah.
You will earn so much money.
Please make another song with an outstanding music video.
Yeah.
It'll be much appreciated.
Right, Ollie,
I'll
your
take it.
review.
All right.
Let's go.
I'm gonna critique it here.
Oh no.
I reckon he could have been more adventurous with the words he used.
Yeah.
As we saw, he did repeat the same line about 6 times. Not the sorry hard part, just everything else.
10 racks on Fortnite.
Yeah.
Friends hate me when I say it. Teachers tell me off all day.
Sorry hard is my sentence.
It's a bit of a repetitive
song,
but
I would have liked to see you go further with it. Yeah, I believe you can. I believe you're capable. And
you're a lyrical master. You can venture out into any phrases you want. HTGaming.
HD, you should have gone on Genius, Rap Genius,
no,
to explain your
I
lyrics.
reckon you make a parody of that.
Yeah, I reckon you should.
Right. So now we're gonna move away from the songs a minute because it all kind of went downhill from there. It all kind of went downhill from there, sadly. Right. So after a while, HT stopped recording songs, and we lost one of the best artists
Of the modern generation.
Now, last year, a full year after the last song was uploaded, a man by the name of The Diamond King is Rich made a commentary video, a half-an-hour video critiquing HT's work. Now, while I admit some of the points were quite strong, you don't have the right to critique a master.
Yeah.
If you're not a master in that topic, you don't have the right to critique it. Now, I'm not throwing hate your way, Diamond King is Rich, because that was a really compelling video. Like, I understood everything you were saying. But you forced HT into hiding.
We will link that video down below as well.
You made him delete all his songs off his official channel.
Yeah.
And then up until 4 months ago, we lost all of his songs. All of them. Until the re-upload channel came along, and we found it recently, and that's what saved this first episode.
The person that re-uploaded them, all I'd say is thank you.
You are a god
god
among men.
Drop us a DM.
Yeah, please. POG.cast official, if you're wondering. Follow us, please. We need money. Don't. We're not begging for money. I promise.
Listen, you're the only one that's brought up money so far, right?
What do you mean? You said I'm rich like 4 times.
You are.
Rich.
Charlie,
I'm not rich as an individual.
Charlie's got stacks.
Right.
Ollie, you have like over
So-
300 quid in your bank account.
And then
That's just me.
right. So HT.
You're near HT level gaming.
Oh, I do not have 10 racks.
So HT uploaded a video responding to the Diamond King is rich and saying about how he's sad about all of his old songs and said they're all cringe and he hates them and he doesn't like him, which I disagree with. They're brilliant. You should be proud of them, man.
Don't
They're
be
lyrical
ashamed of your
masterpieces.
past.
Yeah,
Ever.
they're absolute godsends.
So, and then for a while, we lost him. We lost the god among men, HTGaming, until he was resurrected under a new name, BigTurk, and that was primarily used around his friends. He started freestyling in the boys' changing rooms. You know, it's pretty lit.
I remember that.
Bars.
Yeah,
Sight, that was a sight.
Then
Those are some bars.
Yeah.
Then he made his channel, BigTurk, and uploaded his
Link in the
first song.
description.
We will link it in the description, but I'm going to try and find it to play it. While I do that, you two talk about HT and your opinions on his life
On his life.
and his work.
Personally, I know HT
Me
in real
too.
life.
Yeah.
He's
He's a great guy.
He is a great guy. He's very funny, and I have seen him freestyle a few times, and it's absolutely amazing.
It is.
It's like
one
it's
of a
like
kind, yeah.
I don't know why he lets people see him rap for free. Really, he should be.
Yeah,
charging.
people have got to pay in order to see
People have got
that.
to pay. Like they just should. Yeah,
I agree with that. I think
he's
everything's got a price.
everything is a price.
Sorry, we're having a bit of a issue here with finding the song because he made it in Turkish, so it's a bit hard to find.
None of us speak Turkish, oddly.
Yeah, surprisingly, we're all English and white, so it's kind of hard for us to speak Turkish.
Yeah,
We're not exactly in a minority group.
So
I've forgotten what it's called.
yeah, but like I said, I do know.
No, I can't find it. I'll link it in the description when I
yeah,
find it.
yeah,
But
we'll-
oh my
we'll-
god, that's not the right song. Could you?
We will.
What the hell is that?
BigTurk he's a true leader among men.
He is definitely a god.
His biggest rise was definitely when he made what was the first song called again?
It was
I forgot.
Sidemen
Sidemen
Diss Track.
Sidemen
Yeah.
Diss Track was.
Sidemen
yeah.
Diss Track was absolute class.
Yeah.
Class from the BigTurk, I must say.
Right, so we've passed the 32-minute mark.
Brilliant.
So, do you know what it's
Jeez.
time for? Mean break! Right, we're going to be talking about January. January, what a year.
So,
what a year.
Jesus.
What a year to begin with.
We
at
started
least.
off very early in the month with World War III memes.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
Iran, let's go!
Yeah, well, I must say though, World War III memes, we got a lot of variety.
Yeah, we got some that were a bit, alright chief,
Yeah.
calm down. and some that were like, that's pretty good, that's class.
That's decent.
Yeah, absolute class.
Obviously,
Right.
we had the drafting of
Yeah,
being drafted.
And then the obvious, absolutely true idea that the UK would save the US during the
that
conflict.
was-
Yeah.
Come on, you need us.
we are a bigger country.
We're better than you, is what we're saying.
Well, I mean, our army really is. So.
Yeah, you've got a point.
And then we continued through the month year. So with coronavirus.
Oh god.
Oh, coronavirus.
One,
I
one
feel
of
like-
the newer things.
I feel like January was a month of memes that people were so scared of. Like the memes
No, January
in
was just a
January-
depressing.
The memes in
depressing
January,
memes.
World War III, coronavirus, two things that could literally like destroy the world.
Yeah, exactly.
And the first resort for people is just to make memes out of it.
Right. So coronavirus. Luckily, we've only had, I think it's three
people,
cases in the UK, and they've all
Three
been
confirmed
quarantined.
Cases,
Yeah, three confirmed. Yeah,
They've all been
confirmed.
quarantined.
Yeah.
There was also that guy that said he had coronavirus, just had a massive hangover. Had a
yeah.
couple of coronas the evening before, if you catch my meaning.
No, did you hear about the guy that was flying back from China, and he knew he didn't have it, but to prevent him stop catching anything on the plane, he bought himself like a mini tent and set it up on the plane and sat in it while he was on the plane.
What a gangster.
So he didn't catch anything.
Right.
I respect that.
And then we had the more tragic news of Kobe Bryant's passing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
Now the memes made of that just weren't funny. Like,
yeah.
You
seriously,
can't really
you can't
joke
exploit
about something
somebody's
like that.
death
Yeah,
for funny.
yeah.
It's not. You
like-
can't experiment with death and funny. It doesn't
No.
work.
You got to be on a new type of low
But-
to joke about.
yeah.
Feelings.
Oh,
He was a big
the
inspiration.
meme
to a lot of
community's
people
hit a
as
new
well.
low. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, well-
Pyrocynical video.
this
Should
is
be.
this is what I was going to bring it back to. Pyrocynical said, when there's YouTubers who make videos like the day after 24
Jay-
3
the
a.m.
guy-
J Station.
Did you guys see the guy who literally uploaded it 2 hours after he died?
Yeah, and then he deleted
Yeah,
it.
that
He
was,
deleted
like,
his channel.
Appalling.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
seriously.
It just proves
if you're so
yeah.
desperate to exploit
Yeah.
somebody's death for views, you don't deserve to be on the platform.
J Station is probably the biggest scumbag on YouTube I've
Yeah.
ever
Yeah.
seen in my life.
There's no competition there.
Right.
Literally easily a day after a person has died, he will upload a video.
XXX Tentacion, Bo
Yeah,
Burnham.
Lil Pump.
He did
Yeah.
one.
Pump,
He
Lil
did
Peep,
one on
Lil
his
Peep,
ex-girlfriend as well, which is
Yeah, he did one
That's
on his.
terrible.
He did one on his dead.
Did you see the one where he did the video buying a slave on the dark
Yeah.
web?
Yeah,
And it was just
yeah.
some random little girl.
Yeah,
Like,
he is so.
which parent signed off on that?
he hits a new level of low in
Yeah.
each video. You know when a level of low is hit and you're like, okay, it can't go any deeper.
can't get any worse.
J
yeah.
Station lowers it
Yeah.
in every video.
So-
it's like sub-level low.
So that was later in January. However, we had another big thing in the late January, which was Anissian.
Anissian?
Yes, he was some guy that apparently dated a 17-year-old. He's about
Oh, wow.
35.
Oh!
He's also mentally insane.
Wait, really?
So he'd been
This
on.
is
He
new
was
news
on an
for me.
FBI.
This- yeah, I-
he
I've
was
not
on an
heard of this
FBI watch list, to my knowledge.
Oh, was he actually?
Yeah, iNabba made an entire series. It was
Oh,
like
gosh,
20 videos about Anissian.
I never.
and-
On this, yeah. I'm
and
with you now. I remember
he's
him.
gone to prison apparently for being mentally insane and also dating a 17-year-old.
A month full of depressing memes.
Yeah, 2020 has been awful.
It's
So
been
far,
a bad
it's
start to
been
the decade.
really bad.
It's absolutely tragic.
Another thing that happened in January, we had Jake Paul versus Anissian Gibb.
Oh, that was.
Oh, that was depressing.
End of January.
That
My
was
word.
depressing.
And Easton Gibb fighting, looking like he's
That-
literally just.
He
However,
is the
that-
crab rave crab.
That did that video did convince me to watch the entirety of KSI Logan Paul, which I did find extremely entertaining because I didn't
Really?
watch the whole. I watched. I literally skipped to the end because I just
It was
wanted to see
over.
the result.
Yeah.
But the I skipped to the end for the Anissian Gibb one, but I watched the entirety of the KSI Logan Paul one.
Yeah.
To be fair, when you skip to the end of the Anissian Gibb one, you don't
It
have to
was
skip
literally
far.
like
Yeah,
it was 15 minutes
Yeah.
long.
wasn't it?
and
Wasn't it one round?
Yeah,
It was
no,
one
was
round,
less than that. It
2
was-
minutes.
Actually?
It was,
2
It
minutes.
was a TKO in the first round.
Oh my
2
god.
minutes. Gibb, you've disappointed the UK. I'm
No,
sorry,
Damn.
but
All right.
you've disappointed us. You let Jake Paul win.
A
Jake
man-
Paul.
A man whose brother with a guy that filmed a dead body for money.
You know what? It's funny you say that. Jake Paul is worse than Logan Paul. Despite what Logan's done, Jake Paul is a worse person.
Did you see what Jake did back in his old house? He had an empty pool. He put.
He lit on fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he put so much
Yeah.
furniture in there and lit it on fire. Nearly burnt down the whole street.
No, I think they're definitely both as bad as each other. Jake Paul chased after his ex-girlfriend with an AR-15.
That's
and
true.
Logan Paul got a midget and ironed him bareback. The guy was wearing a Halloween costume that was zip up from the back.
Yeah.
And it was slightly open, and he put an iron that was on his back.
God.
Oh my god.
I think the problem
That was the
with-
same
the
guy
problem
that
with
was in
Logan,
the that was the same midget in the Ace Family basketball game.
Oh, yeah.
If you know about the Ace Family, scumbags.
Yeah, they're also awful.
Hate them.
The problem with Logan is he doesn't learn. If you remember the Suicide Forest event,
Well,
obviously, everyone knew about
If you
that.
remember, if you watched the video back in the day, he said that when he was a child, he took a fall and hit his head, and now he has holes in his brain, which means he has problems with forethought and empathy,
Oh, God.
which are like the two right.
He's a
having no
machine.
empathy. Having no empathy. Well done, Logan. You're either a sociopath or a psychopath. Your choice of the two. Forget Jake Paul being Shane Dawson. Stop trying to prove Jake Paul is a sociopath. He's not. It's
You should have been
Logan.
focusing on the other one.
No.
Right, no. I need to talk about something quickly.
Oh no.
Have you guys seen Airplane Mode?
Yeah.
No.
Logan
what's
Paul's
this?
movie.
I regret to
No,
say I
I
haven't
haven't
Oh my
seen
god,
the full
it
movie.
is so bad.
Is it bad?
Right, so it's about. It's like. Do you guys remember Fred the movie?
Yeah, I remember
Imagine that, but with a lot
But
of
worse.
swearing.
Oh,
No,
really?
and
that,
worse.
Yeah, and that
Is it that bad?
is Airplane Mode.
Oh, my.
Logan, it was made in 2016, before the whole Forest incident, but was actually released
After, yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
That's a big gap.
That sounds like the
That's
worst
3
movie.
years.
To make that.
Yeah.
But
No, it was finished in 2016.
Why didn't they release it?
I don't know, but Vitaly, ultimate Russian prankster, was in it. Respect.
do you remember when he had that thing coming out of him doing steroids and that he
When was that?
Did you not remember that?
No.
What's the bald guy?
Bald Martin.
Martin.
No, not-
Yes, Morgs.
not bald Martin.
Wait, Morgs.
Do you know
we
what?
need to talk
We'll
about
do
that in a
no,
minute.
we'll do a separate episode on Morgs.
Yeah.
He deserves his
It
own
was
episode.
it was Vitaly back when he was meant to be having a boxing match. And he got accused of some proper bad stuff, and he admitted to it. Some guy was like, "Oh yeah, I was with him in a hotel, and he did this, and this, and
And he
this."
just snorted 14 kilograms of cocaine. I
And
didn't
no,
know what to
and
do.
like-
I just stood there, and he went.
Yeah, no. And
I
like
feel it coursing through my veins.
this
The
guy,
Soviet Union.
this guy,
I appreciate this racism.
this
It's not racism.
this guy was like, "Oh yeah, he's done this, and this," and he was like, he made a video going, "Yeah, I have." Literally not even defending himself.
Do you know
Came
what?
out and
At
was like,
least he's on.
I mean, he's Russian. Who's gonna go after him? To be fair, Russians are. You don't really want to
if
fight.
anything,
him.
he's protected.
Yeah.
One thing,
He's
one,
protected by his country. To be fair.
one thing I do want to go through is I know. Well, personally, I haven't done this, and you two haven't either. Top 10 scumbags of 2019 on YouTube.
J Station.
No. At number 10, I'm putting Morgs.
No.
I'm-
Number 3.
Not for him being a scumbag. I'm
Alright.
gonna put Morgs just because his videos are so bad.
No,
we're
honourable
not
mention.
going to go into
No,
Morgs
no, no.
right
Top-
now.
top
We'll
10
go into Morgs another day.
Top 10 scumbags of 2019. Rice Gum. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Stretching your videos out to 10 minutes with a still image.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Wasn't that the Windows shut down logo?
Yeah, it was one of the. It was like, oh no, Windows has crashed. Another one was a screenshot of Danielle Bregoli tweet. Who remembers Danielle Bregoli? Ooh.
She's still
Cash Me
around.
Out was like-
Yeah.
How is she still around?
She's making music
Cash Me
still.
Outside.
Yeah, she was the Cash Me Outside
To be
kid.
fair
Isn't
to
her
her,
name
she
Bad
released
Baby?
some good
Yeah,
songs.
yeah.
Her new name's Bad Baby.
Yeah, I know.
She released some good songs.
Yeah, she
in
has,
the early
she's
days
released
of
like
her.
one, and I think
Yeah.
that was something like.
I don't remember what it was called, but I remember it was.
It was like,
it
oh
was
my
ex-
God, Ronnie.
Top 10 funnies of 2019
Top
though.
10 funnies.
Top 10 funnies.
You can start.
I think definitely any of Cody Co's videos.
Cody Code.
Like that's.
He's
cringe.
a man I've never watched.
He is great. I
I've
need
never watched a
watch
video of his.
That's cringe. Epic morning routine.
All right.
It's probably one of his best videos. He's done another one on. He's done another one on Jake Paul. He's done another one on some religious channels. Some more. Some people with some really kinky fantasies, such as dressing up as horses, which I personally don't appreciate.
What, like My Strange Addiction?
Yeah, it's like that, except
Yeah.
they dress up as horses and like act as horses. It's like really weird.
One thing I
really,
want
really
to go
strange.
into, which is
Like,
guys,
man,
like-
just join the army, honestly.
one thing I want to go into, which is more of like a serious topic. You know the Phillip Schofield thing?
Oh,
It came out the other day.
Phil.
Let's have a chat
Like
about that.
I want
shall we?
to have
Phil.
a chat just to say.
can we
how-
keep this PC though?
Yeah, no. How like courageous he's been.
Exactly.
To say that on like live TV. Like
After being married for 27 years,
With
it
2
it
kids.
takes some balls.
yeah, like, to do that on live.
I think
television
I
as
reckon
well.
if you get that far in, I would never.
No, but
I'd take
I
that, I would
actually-
take that to my grave.
honestly,
Yeah.
I respect him for
Yeah.
doing
Because
that.
he was saying like it got to the point where he was literally like it was painful for him like
Yeah.
to keep it in and
I
not tell
mean,
anyone.
Like, I'm not saying this in a bad way, but you could kind of tell. It was...
Yeah,
You could kind of see hints. Of,
every now and then it would give off. Like,
yeah, like
I
a little
reckon.
bit
I
of a
reckon
gay
if he
vibe.
wasn't
Yeah,
married
yeah.
and he didn't have kids, people would just.
Yeah, but it's
place
more of
it
a...
as that. Yeah.
You know, he lives down my road. He lives like a mile down my road.
Go and say all right, Phil.
My dad on my family group chat, he was like, oh, have you guys seen the Phillip Schofield thing? He goes, Theo, make sure you go down and check if he's all right. And I was like,
Right, so...
I was like, yeah, all right. Go and pop in for a cuppa.
Speaking of famous people in Henley, did you
Mary
guys...
Berry.
No, that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about Theresa May in the cafes in Henley.
She
I
lives.
saw
Have
her-
you seen her?
I saw her in the card shop with 2 security guards. She's
Do you
buying
know-
Christmas
fun
cards.
fact-
I saw
fun
her in
fact
a
about Theresa
Jaguar
May.
with bulletproof windows
Yeah,
rolling
my
down
mum-
the street, and I went... And then she got out the car, into a cafe, had a cuppa, and then she went out. And I went... What a gangster.
My mum has seen her multiple times. She saw her once in a coffee shop. The other time, my mum works in a retirement village, and last Friday,
Retirement village? Jesus Christ.
it sounds
know they
basically
existed.
retirement home.
I
Retirement home, but it's bigger, and the people actually own the houses they live in.
Wait, really?
Yes, they're like mini apartments.
Oh, that's pretty.
That sounds dope.
That's actually pretty cool.
Anyways, as I was, but what I was trying to get to was
Yeah, you were
last
saying.
Friday. This was Brexit Day, which
Hell
is
yes!
another thing that's happened in
Wait.
January.
Your mum spotted
No, it
Theresa
wasn't.
May
It wasn't
in-
a fact
on
of
the
her
Brexit
spotting it.
Day.
in the
Theresa
disabled
May
home.
came into her retirement village for the full day. My mum had
She
to
owns.
do a tour.
She owns a retirement village.
No, but she's my mum's the manager. All right, she doesn't own it. She's the manager of a retirement village, so she did a tour of a retirement village for Theresa May, and Theresa May spent the whole day there. She had 6 bodyguards surrounding her.
6?
Yeah,
Jesus. God.
You know, there is
Anyway,
that
have you guys seen David Cameron in Europe?
David.
And how he's
David
really depressed about Brexit now.
Wait.
God, who remembers David Cameron?
No,
He's the one that started this mess.
Yeah.
Also, the thing about the European Union and how they unceremonially took down the Union flag. Yes, it's the Union flag. Unless you're on a boat, then it's the Union Jack. They took down the Union flag from the European Parliament. But it was filmed. Okay, if it wasn't a ceremony, why was it filmed? But have you guys seen the documentary about Nigel Farage?
No, they've
Oh,
made
it's
one.
good.
I need to watch this.
It's actually pretty good. There's also the video of him touring the European Parliament,
I've seen that.
talking about
yeah.
how they use it for 48 days a year.
Wait, really?
Yep, the rest of it's in Brussels.
Did you see he was doing his last Brexit speech, and
Oh,
as he
yeah,
was doing
they
it,
waved the
he,
flags,
he,
yeah,
he
yeah.
waved the absolutely tiny
Yeah, because
Flag,
they banned
tiny flag.
the British flag and
yeah, but
The
no,
European
they
Parliament.
they told him out. You had to leave. They kicked him out.
Yeah.
no, they also
He's not a very
Turned off his
liked man, is he?
Well,
No,
it's
not in
Nigel
Europe.
Farage.
Not
in
anywhere.
he's all right. He's not that bad. What are you doing?
Did you just say Nigel Farage isn't that
He's
bad?
not that bad.
You know he supports the EDL.
Not a clue, mate.
It's the
well,
English
let's not get political. Let's not get political. Right. Carrying on. What's the next topic? What are we going to talk about next?
Whew. I reckon
I just want to say, first
Yeah, go
episode, I
ahead.
feel like it's been very
It's been
successful.
pretty
this
successful.
has been smooth.
We're 47
Yeah.
minutes in, and it has gone pretty well.
It's gone
Yeah.
very well. Keep
We're
in
dipping
mind,
in audio a
we
little
didn't have
bit,
a. Yeah, that's all right. We didn't have a script. We've gone into this just completely.
We were going to have a piece of paper.
we
but
were
that
going to
went
have.
out the
We,
window.
we have 0 prompts. This is just happening.
This is just straight off our head. As we said in like the first minute, we can talk for hours.
We
It's-
can,
it's
yeah.
fine. Easily.
Yeah, well, it's also this thing of just talking and instantly a topic will pop up. So you're like, let's talk about this.
Exactly.
Everyone has their topics they know more about. I feel like
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Exactly.
We all
It'll be
talk
so
for
much.
an even amount of time.
It'll be so much better when we have 3 mics working.
Yeah, that way we don't
And
have to
we are
crouch
gonna
around
get
one mic
we are
like
gonna
a
get
bunch of
guests on
crackheads.
this. We are gonna get guests
Yeah,
on
we
this.
will get
It won't be
guests.
just us.
If you wanna be a guest on second episode,
Drop us a DM.
drop us a DM. POG.cast official on Instagram.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
drop us a follow. Drop
Yeah.
us a DM.
get at it. Get at it.
You have to be someone we know, otherwise it's gonna
It's
be a pretty
not
hard.
taking strangers.
It's gonna be pretty hard getting you on the podcast.
If you live in like Beijing. Don't start commenting. Be like,
Beijing,
yeah,
Beijing is the most.
If you're an
Oh
old
my
man
Shout
from
out to my boys in Beijing.
if you're an old man
been
from
to Beijing.
Wuhan, no.
I've been to
Like,
Beijing.
it's not a
It
race-
is the most polluted place
Is
you
it
will
actually?
ever go.
Yeah, it is.
People, if you walk around, if you're walking around and you see someone without a mask on, they're the weird ones.
Oh, really?
That's how polluted it is.
Mad.
So, I mean,
Fair enough.
if you're going on holiday, go to like Shanghai. Don't go to
Wuhan,
Beijing.
go to Wuhan. Definitely
I
a
don't
good place to
recommend
go.
you go to Wuhan.
Bring a lot of alcohol. You'll need it.
Bring some Coronas.
Bring all the corona.
Right.
My sister's flying to Amsterdam, and my dad was talking to her, going, "Oh, do you have a mask?"
Amsterdam.
Yeah, no. He was saying, my sister was like, "Oh, I'm flying to Amsterdam," and my dad was like, "Oh, do you have one of those masks?" And she was like, "I hope I don't catch anything in the airport." I was like, "Count how many people are wearing masks in the airport, because I reckon there will be a few. I reckon
Yeah,
there'll be a few of
definitely.
this.
I've seen people in Henley with masks on.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
I mean,
Yeah.
have you been to London?
Are
Do you
there a
know
lot of
what?
people wearing them in London?
I've been to
In
London.
London, there's
I've been to
quite a
London
decent
4
amount.
times in my
Mad.
life. I've been to London 4 times.
I've been to London 4 times in my life as well. 2 times to actually walk around, and like
to
2
walk around
times to
enough.
just go to my dad's office and pick
Oh,
something
if you
up.
count visiting your friends, then like 20 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
All right,
I
sorry.
think the coronavirus is one of those things, like, let's be honest. If you go to a flight anyway, you've got a chance of catching something.
Yeah, exactly.
Thing with the coronavirus is you don't have to worry about it. It's
Yeah.
not as bad as the media portrays.
It's like a
No,
flu
the
virus.
media is very good
They're
at
manipulative.
saying something is is worse than it is. Case in point, Brexit.
Yeah, well, no,
That was the most. That was a really like.
it's got to the point. It's got to the point where
I don't care about Brexit anymore.
No, it's got to the point
It's
where
been going on for so long.
It's
I'm
got-
just
Exactly. I'm just happy that we're actually leaving.
I was like, I don't care if there's a deal or not. Just get us out.
it's got
Otherwise,
it's got to the point where, like, I'm actually sick of hearing the word Brexit. It's the
don't
most.
say that.
It's so.
Don't say the word.
It's so like. It's. Oh, I've just heard it. For what? How long has Brexit been?
It
going
was
on?
It was summer
4 years?
2016.
Yeah, it's
Summer 2016.
that's
I remember it vividly.
stupid.
I was on my year 6 residential. I'm not kidding. I was on my year 6 residential. The guy, I don't remember what his name was, but the guy, you know how when you're on there, you always have like your one allocated instructor for your group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He walks up to us. He goes, "Oh yeah, the results are in for the leaving the EU vote." We were all like, "It's fine. We're remaining." He was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're leaving," and then he just walks off, and we were all just left there like, "What?"
You're all there like.
This was year 6. None of us knew what that meant, but we were like,
European Union.
"Yeah." I thought it meant we were leaving Europe. Like,
Right. Like,
everything was
What?
gone.
Wait, was the residential trip the one with you and I think it was Kian? You and Kian.
No,
and,
that was I didn't know Kian in year 6.
Wait, what was the one? With, remember the Reese getting team agents?
All right, we're not going to talk about
no,
that.
let's not
Let's
throw
not-
shade at people.
yeah.
We're not. This podcast is not here to throw shade at people. Hussein, if you thought we were throwing shade at you this
Back
podcast,
to Hussein.
honestly, we're not throwing shade at you. This is an informational
Informational,
documentary to the younger children who didn't know who HTGaming was. We needed to announce who he was, what he stood for,
And why you should
and why he's
subscribe to
such a
him.
legend.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we're not dissing you.
we're not dissing you. We are promoting you.
and we're also complimenting you on your
Please
hard
react
work.
to us.
Yeah.
Right. So
Please.
we are 52 minutes in. I think
God.
this is. We're not going to stop here. We're going to keep going.
Yes.
Just right. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Let's think. What have we missed from January? I feel like there was more.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was going to say something, but I've missed it. I've
There's
forgotten it.
there's the whole Donald Trump impeachment.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
That's something that's happened. I
Why
mean,
was he getting put in a peach again?
No, it wasn't. I don't know what it was off the top of my head. I do remember some rape allegations coming out over him.
Okay.
I think
I do remember
every US president has been accused of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, did you hear?
apart from Kennedy, he was killed before you could even be accused.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said though? Like in the he used profanities in his speech that he did.
He
the other
always
day.
does.
And like it was really funny because I was watching a Sky News thing and she was
Sky News, I can't stand him.
No, she was like, the Sky News lady was talking about it, and she goes, yes, also on the Donald Trump impeachment speech, he used profanities. I was like, oh God, no, not profanity.
An adult using profanity?
I want to talk about something quickly. Going back to Brexit, on the day, now they were supposed to be broadcasting the speech that Boris Johnson was supposed to be making, and they didn't. Well done for that coverage. Good job, ITV, and Sky and BBC and all of you.
Were you watching Brexit Day live, at 11 p.m?
Yeah.
I was asleep.
No, I was watching.
I
it.
was happily in bed knowing that nothing
were-
was going to change.
We were watching it, and we were all pretty depressed when no Boris Johnson speech, because that was going to be amazing. But then they uploaded it to YouTube, and I haven't watched it yet, but I intend to.
How long do you think Boris Johnson will stay in?
I reckon he'll run again.
Yeah, definitely.
I think now that he's got Brexit done,
No,
people are like, oh, I'm with Boris Johnson.
people are saying
We're
people are
less than a
saying
year into him, and I think he'll do.
no. I think it's because people are saying that he actually knows how to get stuff done. Unlike
thing-
Theresa May, who got stuck in conversations. Boris
You don't
put his
ha-
foot
yeah,
down
yeah.
and went, right, we're going to get this done.
You don't
No,
have
and
to
that's
agree
exactly
with
what he
him.
did.
It's just he
said-
did what he said he was going to do.
He said, I'm going to get Brexit done.
And he did. He
fair
did.
to him,
You've
did.
got to give it to him. He did a pretty good
There's
job.
a lot of stuff you can, criticise Boris Johnson on, but he got Brexit done.
Yeah, he
Some
got
would
it.
say, though-
He was probably one of the most active prime ministers
Some would say,
since Winston Churchill.
yeah. I reckon it's just Theresa May laid the foundation for him to.
She
just
laid
kind
the
of walk
foundations
in.
with all the talks.
But I reckon if she'd stayed in power, she could have done something as well.
She could have done, but I don't think it would have come out as fast.
No, she lost her vote of confidence, and then that was it for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We need to not talk about politics.
Yeah, but by the same
a lot
token,
of people are going to find that boring.
Yeah.
if you find politics boring, you're boring. So eat
That's
that.
how it works.
It is pretty much. if you find this boring, then
Phil,
no one cares.
put a timestamp in the comment section where you can skip to skip this
I
part.
mean, like,
Yeah, I will.
I mean, if you just don't want to listen to anything about HTGaming, you're a psychopath. So, anyways, anything else that we want to talk about?
I mean,
We
we're
are
coming up to the hour.
coming
mark
up
now.
to the hour mark.
Yeah.
I think
Talk about the commentary community.
I wanna
We
say-
could save that for another time.
I want to say, all in all, this has been a very good first episode. I hope
Yeah, it's
you
done.
have
We hope,
enjoyed.
we hope you've enjoyed our.
If
our
you haven't, then
company.
it sucks to be you, doesn't it?
We have thoroughly enjoyed.
We've
our time.
enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed
Yeah.
myself.
Now, we were extremely adamant to even click record.
We sat there for a full 1 minute, just hovering over record button, I'm really scared.
No, it was like a minute before we started recording.
'Cause you never know,
I was like,
yeah.
how it's gonna lay
You
out. I
never
don't know what's
know
happening.
until you go into these things. Are you just going to sit there and freeze for like a
Exactly.
full 5? We haven't had those minutes where we just haven't talked.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It kind of puts you under pressure because you have to do this, and you're talking to an audience, and if you say the wrong thing, oh no!
Thea will just edit it out. It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not live.
I'm gonna go back over it, and I'm gonna.
And then we are going. We are.
If
If you are watching this is being streamed, I imagine.
We will put a live stream. It's not live.
No, it'll be. We'll record it, edited it. We'll
and
edit it,
we're gonna premiere it.
and
yeah,
then premiere.
on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
So then we get some of those, people watching.
Yeah, see what we're about.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
thank you for coming along.
Thank you for
Thank you for watching.
watching
We,
or listening or whatever you're doing. If you're listening on Spotify, probably took me 4 hours to get it working. So, or it's just not on Spotify at all.
Or on
I,
YouTube, where
Magic happens.
You can subscribe and like.
hope you
And you
like
can
the-
promote us in
hope
the
you like
algorithm.
still image in the background.
I need to be on the trending tab.
We hope you enjoyed.
Hope you enjoyed.
Thank you so much for coming along.
Share with your friends
Episode
if you
2
enjoyed.
will be out shortly after the release of this.
This has
first
been
one.
episode 1.
We might do episode 2 halfway through February.
I reckon there's going to be a lot to talk about. So
This
Yeah.
is
probably
this
smart.
has been.
I mean, I'm going skiing. Can I have a chat about that for a
This
little
is-
bit?
Oh,
This
yeah, we
is-
could do.
Was it this?
We'll have a chat about skiing.
What now?
Yeah, sure.
Not
we,
now.
We still got a while.
No, I haven't been yet.
Oh, no, we can talk about how you're excited to go skiing.
All right. I don't think people care, but all right.
So where are you going?
It's a
Where are you
school.
going?
It's a school.
We are
trip,
going
isn't it?
to Italy.
What part of Italy are you going to?
No idea.
My mate went to Italy for ski.
I mean,
for a
I've
ski
been to
trip.
Italy.
I'm not going to tell you who they are. Anonymity is key. I'm not telling you. Apart from HT's name needed to be announced.
I think we've sort of talked about most of the things.
I think we're done here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This has
probably.
been episode 1.
Episode 1 of the podcast.
podcast.
Of the POGCAST.
If you didn't enjoy
Go away.
Sucks for you, then
But
don't
yeah.
watch.
Like and subscribe.
Don't have to come back, but we do recommend it.
Like and subscribe. Thank you for
We're
watching.
pretty funny, so
If you're on
if you come back, it's
Spotify,
pretty fun.
listen to this on the bus.
Yeah, be pretty fun. Right,
Right.
see you guys. We're
Bye.
out. Bye.